Howdy everybody. Sorry for this late video. So my name's Steven Hedin. Welcome back to Steven's Aviation Adventures. Let's just get right into the update right now. So just a couple weeks ago I broke my leg out longboarding. That was the biggest thing so far in the update. Right now I'm actually sitting in my wheelchair out on this beautiful property. But we'll just run through a quick story of what happened and how everything went. Alrighty, so when I broke my leg, I was learning to longboard. So it was Tuesday, the day before. I had seen one of my buddies' longboards, and I asked them, "Hey, can I ride your board?" And they're like, "Oh yeah, sure, enjoy it." And so I went out and about, and I was just practicing balance, practicing all that fun stuff, and it was totally great. Next day, Wednesday, I I do my workout in the morning. I skipped breakfast on accident. Didn't have any like in-person classes that morning, and so I did an online class. And then after that, I needed lunch. So I threw lunch in the oven. I was like, all right, I got 25 minutes to do something. I could either scroll Instagram and waste time, or I could do something productive. And I was like, I'm gonna do something productive. So I decided I'm gonna go try the longboard and practice balance, all that. So I was like, all right, we're gonna go around the block real quick. So I decided to go around the block. I get one turn from like the house. I see that like the turn for the house. I'm like, okay, we're basically home. And off in the distance, I see a Tesla coming my way, and I'm like, all right, here's the deal. We're gonna do one more push off, then we're gonna pick it up, so I can be safe and I don't like potentially fall into a car or sorry, mosquito. So I don't fall into a car or something like that. That would be very unfortunate to get injured the second day of riding a longboard. So as I pushed off, my right leg supposedly, I can't honestly remember this, supposedly wobbled. And so when my leg wobbled, my left leg adjusted and went sideways. And as the longboard came forward, the pressure from my front foot and the tires on the back left came over the back of the foot and snapped my tibia just straight like that. I fell. I performed a very, very good fall. Basically didn't get hurt from the fall at all. It was just the moment of the snapping of the tires going over my leg. That was the big problem. So that was unfortunate, but it happens. So I then went, well, the Tesla stopped, actually. Very nice lady stopped. And then one of my neighbors came running over, didn't really know who I was. And they were like, oh, we're going to call the ambulance. I was like, please no, that would be, as a college kid, that's way too, as everybody knows, that's just way too much money. Especially when I'm right close to the house and I have friends and I have so many people who could help. So I was like, please don't do that. Please don't do that. Just could you run around the corner and go grab some of the guys? And so she ran off and she like slammed on the door. She's like, what are your do you have like a housemate who like does longboarding and stuff? And they're like, yeah. And they're like, she's like, well, he's hurt. He thinks he broke his leg. And they're like, they just all started laughing their heads off. They're like, this is so stupid. Like, they all died laughing. And then they came to try to help me. While this was going on, I had to get up to try to get out of the road, because even though I was on the inner half of the road, the lady in the Tesla thought it'd be even better if I get to the sidewalk so that I could potentially sit on it. As I go to get up, one of two things happened. One, my leg, I instantly knew it was broken at that point, but I didn't want to know, but I knew. My leg went side to side the wrong way, and I was like, oh. But I went to do my push-up, and I hear a car stop. And this was literally just the Lord providing right away. I heard a car stop, and as I'm pushing up, my eyes are straight down, and then these two big boots, like really clean looking boots. As I push up, I'm like, I hope this person's here to help me. Like, I hope. So I just throw my hand out, not knowing who it is. I grab onto it and pull myself up, and unbeknownst to me, it was my housing advisor, or also known as an RA. So one of my very, very close friends, literally God had sent him at just the right time for just the right thing. So he helped me to his car. He threw the longboard in the back. We drove to the house, got my medical papers, and then drove straight to the ER. The pain was incredible. It was something I've never experienced before, I don't think, because it almost made me pass out around 3 times. Once in the car, once after sitting up from getting an x-ray, and once when they were trying to set the bone. But let me tell you something. God was, like, he provided for everything through this period. When I got to the ER, I was rushed straight to the front. They literally, as I was trying to hobble out of the car, somebody's like, no, 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 don't do that. No. So they ran, grabbed me a wheelchair, wheeled me to the front of the line, then wheeled me into the back with this other person to get all my information. And then as they're wheeling me out, they're like, you probably have a half-hour wait to go get x-rayed. And as they wheeled me out, the lady from X-ray walked out, grabbed me, and pulled me back literally within seconds. Like, it was literally almost a handoff. So that was a huge blessing. And then after the x-rays, it took about half an hour until I got back to a room where they infused me with all sorts of great stuff to make the pain go away. It didn't necessarily make the pain go away, but it definitely helped. So, very thankful. They had to set my leg twice. The first time it didn't set well. Second time, the first time was pretty bad. The second time was worse. So that was definitely a fun one. Alrighty, so that's basically my update for now. I'm gonna go through some prayer requests. We're gonna go through the hard stuff first because it was pretty. We're going through a little bit of a rough patch right now, as you can probably expect. But we also got some good praises that I wanna focus on. All right, so rough stuff. This summer is kind of gone, for me at least. I would potentially try to work. I keep getting discouraged by a lot of people. So to be able to continue here at Moody for this next semester, God's gonna have to provide, and I know He will. He's always provided for me. He's provided for my family. He's always provided, so I'm not even worried, even the slightest. But, well, that's a lie. I'm always worried, but at the same time, deep down, I know that He's got me. So, but if you guys could all be praying for this next semester and then just the summer in general. As you know, college kids, we kind of rely on the summer to bolster the money so that next semester is easier. And that did not happen. I can't see it happening at the moment unless God comes up with something. That would blow me away too. I would be so happy to be able to do something. And then for my toolbox and my iPad, that's another big one. Big kind of looming on top of school expense. Now I do want to say thank you to everybody who has sent a blessing. Like, God has been blessing me through you guys. Like, I feel so blessed right now. I cannot believe how many letters I've gotten in, or just cards, or stuff through my parents even. That has been so good. So I want to thank you guys so much for that. Alrighty, I think those are the two hardest things. I'm going to go through the thank yous and the blessings in my life. Right now, I'm actually sitting out. This is not my house. This is not my home. This is nothing. This is somebody else's house, and they are letting me stay here basically for the entire summer. That is a huge praise, guys. Main reason that's a praise is because it is so hard to do the little things. Like yesterday, I tried to do like a fully active day. I did 2 fully active days in a row, and my leg is not liking it right now. So it's a huge praise that I have people here to support me and help me and keep me going. So a big shout out and a thank you to the Nichols family, and a big shout out and thank you to the Pyle family for just always being so incredible. Sorry, there's a lot of mosquitoes out here. Alrighty, let's just, yeah. And a huge praise just that money has come in for the toolbox. God has been providing. Where I am weak, He is strong. And I am weak right now. And God just keeps being like, trust me. I got you. Trust me. I am the God who has cattle on 1,000 hills. And I've been like, sure, I'm sure. And every time I doubt, I feel like there's like suddenly a letter in my mailbox, and He's like, told you. And I'm like, dang it, you're right. It's like I can't rely on my own strength. It's just something He's really teaching me right now. All right, we're gonna pray real quick. Thank you guys so much for watching. All right, let's get into it. Dear Lord, thank you so much for today. Thank you for the blessing of being able to be alive right now and just love you, Lord. Lord, help my worries when it comes to finances. Lord, help me to just truly rest in you. Lord, thank you so much for what you've already done. And you are so good, God. Thank you so much for today, Lord, and just everything you keep doing in my life, Lord. In your son's name, amen. All right, and a quick little shameless plug that you guys can be thinking about some missions. This week here at Moody Aviation, we got a missions week. We're going into that. And a specific mission I would like to kind of aim at. My father works in the tribe of Malamonda in the East Sepik province in Papua New Guinea. And I want you guys, if you guys think about this, to just be thinking about the people in Papua New Guinea today. So shout out to all of those people out there and a little bit of home. Have a great day, great one. See you guys next video.